What's up, guys? Ori here. Welcome to a very new video we're going to be doing here at the Massive Report. Obviously, there's no soccer, there's no crew, there's no MLS, but myself, Tyler Fisher, and Tom Babcock have gotten together, and we're going to introduce a new thing we're going to be doing throughout this hiatus, the Football Manager MLS League. So first, let's just introduce ourselves a little bit. So I'm Ori. I am part of the Massive Report podcast. I just joined Massive Report a couple of weeks ago, grew up in Columbus, currently living in Columbus, and I'm a big video game person. I love my FIFA, and we're going to talk a little bit about what Football Manager is, but let's get Tom to introduce himself. What's up, Tom?
Oh, not too much, Ori. So my name's Tom Babcock. I actually live in Syracuse, New York. So that would be upstate New York for people who are not familiar with the area. I've been a lifelong Crew fan. Just joined the Massive Report in the beginning of, I would say, this season. But due to circumstances beyond our control, we're going to be talking more about the wonderful world of Football Manager. So looking forward to getting into details about that.
And last but not least, we got Tyler. What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. My name is Tyler. I am part of the Massive Report writing team. I've been with them for about over a year now. I actually live in Columbus, outskirts of Upper Arlington. And just like Tom said, we're going to be discussing Football Manager and not how the Crew did against, Real Salt Lake.
Yeah, I mean, God, it's felt like 3 years since that Real Salt Lake game was supposed to happen, or 2 years since that Nashville game was supposed to happen last week. But
yeah,
this is the current situation we're in. And let's explain what we're doing. So for people who don't know, there's a football video game or a soccer video game called Football Manager. It's created by Sports Interactive, and it's essentially a computer game you can get on Mac or PC. We're not sponsored by them, but it is an awesome game. But I would encourage you to get it if you can afford it. It's basically a soccer simulation game where you take over a team and you can trade players and you manage the team throughout multiple years. You can actually just simulate the full game and go like 1,000 years into the future to see the U.S. win the World Cup for the first time in the year 3000. But what we're going to do is we're each going to take over an MLS team in Football Manager, do some trades, and see who is going to do the best. And part of the reason we're doing this, obviously, is we are in this self-isolation. We're practicing social distancing, but we're not practicing emotional distancing. We're going to keep in touch with our buddies at Massive Report, me, Tyler, and Tom. We're keeping in touch with other people at the Massive Report. It's important to stay in touch with your family and friends during this difficult time. Obviously, stay home, stay safe, and be smart. And we're really excited to get this started. So we're going to introduce the teams we're going to be doing. So we're all going to be someone in the Eastern Conference to make things competitive so we can play each other. And Tom has the privilege of being the Columbus Crew. So Tom, take us through your feeling about taking over Caleb Porter's job.
Well, it's funny, as the one representative out of the three of us who doesn't live in Columbus, I have no less of respect for the Crew and taking this position, so to speak, from Caleb Porter, and I'm really looking forward to it. I kind of have approached this as taking the opportunity to really kind of expand on some of what Caleb Porter's done, but also kind of make some trades, like really get in and give some people some stuff to think about, which is kind of part of the fun of doing this. Is if we're going to go with what if, we should really go, what could happen. So looking forward to doing that, and it's just going to be fun to take over the Crew and try to lead this team that we all love to hopefully a successful result in this virtual world we're living in.
Yeah, and what part of the idea we had was we all wanted to take over a team with different ambitions. So obviously the Crew, we could all agree, are a team with playoff ambitions on the cusp of being an MLS Cup contender. So within that range of being playoff and top East contender, then one of us is taking over a top East contender, and another one of us is taking over someone who's sort of, in the dumps of the East. So the team that I'm taking over is the team in the dumps, the Chicago Fire. I do have a personal connection to Chicago. I went to the University of Illinois. My girlfriend is from Chicago, and I know I have a ton of friends who are from Illinois. And of course, I spent 4 years in Champaign-Urbana at a great university. And the Chicago Fire are not very good at soccer. I think that's safe to say. So I have a lot of work to do to whip these boys into shape and try and maybe sneak into the playoffs in 7th place. So yeah, Chicago Fire is my team, and Tyler Fisher has the privilege of taking over one of the best teams in MLS.
Indeed, I have the Five Stripes, aka Atlanta United. Um, I apparently was in the hot seat after taking Frank DeBoer's job. But no, I we've already made some key signings. Unfortunately, had to get rid of a couple of players, but I mean, our squad's looking pretty positive, and looking forward to winning our second MLS Cup.
Yeah, so you can see we already have the rivalries built up before we started recording this intro. We did some trades, we started simulating, and we're going to have a good time doing this. And I hope you guys are going to have a fun time watching these videos. So in terms of the content we're going to be doing around this, we're going to do some videos here and there. When we play against each other, we're going to do a dedicated video for sure, because it's going to be a lot of fun when we're playing against each other. We're definitely going to be writing articles, updating you about what we're doing, and just to see what the happenings of MLS are going to be in Football Manager. So we are in the 2019 season. So, for example, Milton Valenzuela is still injured for the entire year. But we're definitely going to play through the 2019 season within the game. If we can get past that and maybe get to 2020 and see how far we can go, we're going to see how far we can go. But we're going to be doing articles, we're going to be doing videos, and all kinds of other stuff to keep you guys updated with this. And we're going to have a fun time. But before we sign off on this intro, let's just talk a little bit about what we were doing in the early parts of the simulation. There were some crazy early trades that we made, and we have some goals that we've set. Obviously, for me, trying to maybe get like 9th place. Tyler's trying to win it all. I'm sure Tom is trying to win it all, but Tom and Tyler made a crazy trade to start things off. So Tom, you want to introduce the Massive Report crew faithful to who the new player is in the virtual world?
Yeah, so it was a really great offer made by Tyler, and as we were talking about it, in the group chat, I kind of was hemming and hawing all over it, because it's just a great kind of head scratcher in the sense of really thinking about it. So we have, I would say, everyone's favorite Portugal player, Pedro Santos, is going to Atlanta United, and coming to the Columbus Crew, the Black and Gold, is going to be Ezequiel Barco. So big trade. I mean, right off the gate, I loved it. I think it's a great trade. I think it really is one of the fun things about Football Manager is this ability to do this what if. So I'm excited about doing it for sure. So it's going to be fun to watch Ezequiel Barco in the Black and Gold moving forward this season.
Yeah, you got that Argentine duo of Barco and Zelarayan, and I don't know. Tyler was just feeling it, man. He was just like, let's just do it. I don't know. What was your feeling like making that trade, Tyler? You're like, yeah, let me get Pedro, put him in a black and red shirt.
Well, I think with the midfield that I have with Pity Martinez and Pedro Santos, along with that connection that Pity and Joseph Martinez has, I think the contribution from Pedro will equally be as lethal that Pity does, and especially with Adam John, former crew SC members, and back in 2019, 2018. And I think that strong midfield is going to help me win this MLS Cup.
Yeah, we'll have to see. And then I decided to make trades with both of you because I'm in desperate need of any kind of depth, or just bodies, basically, is my main goal. So I picked up Jake Mulroney from Atlanta. I like his versatility. The Irish kid. Traded, I think, who did I give you, Tyler, again?
You gave me a Georgi Mihailovic.
There it was. Yeah, so Mihailovic for Mulroney. So I picked him up. And then I got Williams from Columbus. I wanted to get a Columbus guy in there. I did try to get Williams and Miguel Berry for $500K, but Tom wouldn't take my bait. So we agreed.
No, I tried. I tried to go. But, yeah, just like in real life, J.J. Williams is no longer a crew player. Moving on.
Yeah, so we kind of all got in that mood of we got to make trades with each other, because that's kind of the fun of this. But that's going to do it for this intro. Essentially, for these videos, we're going to have a conversation about what we think about any games that we play. So for this video, we are just going to play our first regular season game. Let's get into it. Well, we are ready. We are getting into it. We're starting the season in the Massive Report Football Manager Save. I have the first game, a Saturday evening clash for the Chicago Fire against LAFC in the quote-unquote beautiful SeatGeek Stadium in Bridgeview, Illinois. So obviously, as the Chicago Fire, we are going to struggle most likely, but we have our new signings that are going to try and take us to the top, but we're facing one of the favorites to win MLS Cup in LAFC. And this is the lineup we're going to go with For our opening game, we're going to have Kronholm in goal with Kappelhoff in that right back position. Our brand new signing Campbell in at center back with Slanina. Jonathan Bornstein, big Jonathan Bornstein in at left back. We're going to play with a holding midfielder with 2 center mids up top. Pineda, Azira, and Medran are going to be in there. And we got our attackers, Frankowski, the Polish man, our new signing, Mulroney from Atlanta, and Robert Beric up top with J.J. Williams coming off the bench. I said he's going to score 90 goals this season. He probably will. The pep talk. Let's be passionate. Come on, guys. Show me what you can do. Yeah, we're Chicago. We're going to win. And team talk. To the tunnel. Oh, they want to do a tunnel interview? No, I'm done. No tunnel interviews for me. Not happening. Nope, no comment. Nope, no, I'm not commenting in the tunnel. I want to get into the game. But we got our first key highlight. Here we go. Kronholm taking that goal kick, and it's immediately kicked to Carlos Vela. Rossi's dribbling into the box, and we're down 1-0 immediately. 17 minutes, and Diego Rossi finishes it into the back post. This is from Carlos Vela. So we are off to the typical Chicago Fire start, all the way down to 12th place. I don't want to get fired. Oh, God, we're going to give up another goal. Zimmerman. Oh, this is bad. No. What are they? We're playing like Park the Bus. LAFC just passing it all over us, and it's 2-0. Carlos Vela scores off the header. 29 minutes in, and we're already getting destroyed. But this was to be expected. We were probably going to lose this game as long as we don't lose like 5-0. Oh, they're going to have another chance, aren't they? Oh, we stole the ball. Beric. Oh, we scored. Robert Beric. Get back into the game, lads. Come on. Get back. Let's go. This is MLS, baby. Oh, give me another one. Steal another throw-in. Oh, come on. Hollingshead's got nothing on you guys. Oh, another one. Oh, Beric is through. Equalize. Oh, God. 1-on-1, and he missed it. I'm okay with that performance. A 2-1 loss to LAFC after we played horribly in the first half. Beric comes in, scores a big goal. We actually had a good amount of chances. Robert Beric had 2 really good opportunities to get an equalizer. I'm okay. I am okay with that loss and the way we played. So you know what? We're going to be assertive. Putting the result aside, that was a pleasing performance. I think that's the best way of saying it. Not happy we lost, but I'm happy with the way we played in the second half. So that's the end of my first game. Chicago losing 2-1 to LAFC. Now we got Hell is Real. Let's take it to Tom. Columbus against Cincinnati.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, March 3rd. Preseason is over. Regular season, your Columbus Crew starting off with Hell is Real here at MAPFRE Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's going to be a great game, great way to start the season. Lots of different things to talk about. So, looking at the Crew starting lineup, we've got a 4-2-3-1. You've got Eloy Room, Waylon Francis, Jonathan Mensah, Vidam Wormgoor, Caden, then you got Nagbe, Artur, and then we've got Mokhtar, Zelarayan, Barco, the new signing, great signing, good pickup, in exchange for Pedro Santos. So we got a little bit younger in the Crew, and then Gyasi Zardes up top. We want to get the players in a good mood. Obviously, they should be doing this. And so I'm going to tell the boys I'm expecting you to win today because we should win, which has motivated the back line. Here we go. We're going to the tunnel. New segment, Tom's Tunnel. Here we go. Coach Babcock, you're about to take charge of your first match. That's a special day. I got to get into this. Am I going to look to attack? Hell yeah, I'm looking to attack. What kind of a question is that? How useful is Darlington Nasby? Oh, he makes us stronger. Chris Caden. Oh, telling you that he doesn't really be suited as a wingback. I trust him. We're going to start him. Okay. Here we go. So there's your first half highlights, looking at those right there. 2 yellow cards, 1 for each team. Dominating possession for Columbus, both in terms of shots on target and possession as a whole. Yellow Room's really not had to do anything. We just have to turn our chances into goals. So we're getting to halftime here. I'm going to tell the boys assertively, I'm going to say, listen, I'm pleased with how things are going. We got to keep it up, though. Last 15 minutes here, we can get some kind of response. It's a free kick. Wormgoor out to Caden. Back to Wormgoor. Over to Barco, to Pamukal, to Artur. Zardes. Zelarayan. Out wide. Goal! Gyasi Zardes, first goal of the season. And assist by Lucas Zelarayan. And I gotta say, that was a great substitution by yours truly, getting Zelarayan out in the wing, gave him a little more space to operate. Zardes with the ball out wide to Zelarayan, giving him the opportunity. When you see it whipped in, Zardes with the headed goal. Headed Francis to Zardes. Zardes into Zelarayan. He slipped him through. Still Zelarayan. And a goal for Zelarayan. First goal of the season, and just like the regular season of this year, Zelarayan scores on his Columbus debut. Cincy with one chance trying to get a goal on the board, and we've gotten it. Zelarayan out to Mensah. Mensah clears it upfield. Hamilton gets on it. Hamilton tries to send it to Barco. Barco Polo. First goal are Ezequiel Barco, and both Argentines have scored for the Columbus Crew to give them a 3-0 victory. Columbus 3, Cincinnati 0. Dominating possession, 60% possession for Columbus, 13 shots on goal. We're going to go back to the dressing room. We're going to tell the team passionately, very pleased with the result. Again, we had a goal from Barco, from Zelarayan, and a goal from Giassi Zardes. Great start to the season. And that's all that we have from here. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it over and have our next game is going to be for Tyler, who's going to be talking about Atlanta United. See you guys next time.
Welcome to Football Manager, Atlanta United FC, facing off against Houston Dynamo and Todd Ramos. We have Brad Guzan, our captain at goalkeeper and net. Anton Walks on our left back. Castillo and Escobar holding down the center backs. And Matthias Rossetto as our right back. Jeff Leroy as our holding defensive mid. We also have new signings, Federico Higuain, Jordi Mihalovic, Peter Martinez, and Pedro Santos in our midfield, and Joseph Martinez at the lone top. Oh, Joseph Martinez with a goal right there. What a goal by Joseph Martinez. And it's 1-0 early on in the 4th minute. Joseph Martinez with a goal. In the first half, Joseph Martinez with a goal in the 4th minute. Maynor, Figueroa, and Luis Felipe both booked in the first half. Also equal on shots and equal on shots on target. Total fouls 7-1. And unfortunately, in favor of Houston. I think we need to do better with possession for this second half. And we're going to keep our team calm, but we also want to be kind of assertive. And I know we're all doing better, but I mean, we can actually do a lot better. I'm going to be more passionate with our forwards, with our attack, and have faith in Joseph Martinez now controlling more of the ball. Oh, Houston ties it up. Albert Ellis, what a goal! Oh man, that was actually a good goal. Out of 1-1, 86th minute. Houston, Pedro Santos up the wing. Pedro Santos all alone finds Peter Martinez. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Federico Higuain, the Argentine maestro, the new signee for the Five Stripes. What a goal by Federico Higuain. Has fallen to the Five Stripes. 2-1. Joseph Martinez in the 4th minute. Albert Ellis gets the equalizer goal in the 80th minute. Federico Higuain with the game-winning goal in the 87th minute. 15 shots on goal, 8 shots on target, 2 total fouls. No yellow cards for the Five Stripes because that's what we do best. So, signing off from the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Tyler Fisher, looking forward to continuing our impressive run to this first MLS season of mine. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.